The Hyperion is the best weapon in Skyblock, doing an insane amount of damage and healing. But to even get all that, you need almost 2 billion coins and an F7 completion, which requires a party of 5 and Catacombs level 24. But what if I said to you that you could do all of that on a brand new profile in only 48 hours? Well, if I'm being honest, I have no clue. So I'm gonna find out if you can unlock and obtain Hyperion in under 48 hours. Now, starting this, I need a plan. Since the lowest spin for a Riddle Impact Hyperion is 1.7 billion coins, and to put that into perspective, I would need to make 25 million coins an hour at hour 1. So I would need to find a money making method that makes almost 40 million coins an hour, with barely any requirements, and also get Catacombs level 24 with an F7 completion. So I need to get started on a plan. Okay, so there's 2 ways to start this out. The first way is rushing Catacombs level 24 and getting money after, or get level 12. Now, you might be asking, why level 12? Well, level 12 unlocks the most important area of Skyblock for making money with barely any requirements, but we can get to that later. First of all, let's start off with getting level 12. Now, you might be wondering, how am I actually going to get Skyblock level 12? Well, I have 3 ways to level up. The first way I'm going to level up is by skill leveling. There's going to be 6 main skills I'm going to grind, and the first one's going to be farming. The first thing I'm going to do is get a rookie hoe and then farm until I'm farming level 12. Farming is probably the best way to make money right now, since I need 100,000 coins for one of the skills. Now, if you have a keen eye, you would see the timer in the top right is 6 hours instead of 48. Later on, I'll get to more detail why it's 6 hours. But now, the next skill is mining. Now, instead of mining ores like the game wants you to do, I'm going to enchant this golden shovel and mine sand in the desert until mine 12. Now I'm going to go by these next skills fast. Enchanting and foraging is not that hard to level up in the early stages, especially enchanting. For enchanting, I had to enchant random tools until I reached the experimentation table to get a lot of enchanting XP. Kind of similar to mining, I need to enchant a gold axe and mine until foraging level 10. Now combat is definitely the hardest skill to level up, since the starting mobs don't give too much combat XP, and to get to the higher level mobs I would have to get gear, which would take so much time. But since I did all the other skills before combat, I had to gain enough money to buy gear in the auction house. So I bought some minor armor and decided to farm 2 type of mobs for combat. The minor mobs? Okay, that is not good phrase. And ice walkers. Ice walkers are probably the best for combat XP, since they can be one shot with a pickaxe, and they all spawn in one chunk, making it so much easier to kill. But when I got combat 7, I realized I could kill slayers. Oh yes, slayers, I forgot about that, I almost forgot about it. Especially zombie slayer. Now, the main reason I started to do slayers was because of Skyblock XP. Just for killing the tier 1 and tier 2 alone gives one entire level, and an extra 40 XP from leveling up zombie slayer. Now I was able to kill the tier 1 boss very easily, but the tier 2 did way more damage and I died. But eventually I was able to kill with some healing. We actually have a shot! Oh, that's so good. Okay, we can definitely beat this now. Please don't help. Okay, well, he helped, but I was gonna kill it anyway, so redeem. Nice. Okay, level 10. Only 2 away from the thing I want to unlock. Now there's 2 more skills that I didn't talk about. Taming and alchemy. These are both really easy skills to level up, since taming is just a passive skill, and for alchemy I would only need 100k coins to level it up. But there's a problem. It was disabled. One of these should be fine. What? What do you mean? What do you mean it's disabled? It can't. Okay, wait, I'm pausing the timer. Okay. That ruined everything. Okay. So I had to do other things to gain levels, and that brought my time down so much. Now, you might have been wondering, what was the second method to get Skyblock XP? Well, that was Fairy Souls. Fairy Souls is a really good way to get Skyblock levels. They give 10 Skyblock XP just for 5 Fairy Souls, which helps a ton. Even for getting 50, which only takes 10 minutes, you can get an entire Skyblock level. So, let's start getting some. Now, while I'm getting Fairy Souls, let me get into more detail why the timer was 6 hours instead of 48. Well, I did the math, and the money making method I'm going for, I'm gonna need to grind it for 42 hours to get the Hyperion. So that means I'm gonna need to get level 12 and Catacombs level 24 in only 6 hours. Yeah, I don't know what I got myself into. Ooh, look, I got all my fairy souls I needed. Let's check up on that. 50 fairy souls, let's go. Nice. So we are basically now level 9. Nice. Okay, so with the fairy souls completed, there's one more thing I could do for Skyblock XP. Just random stuff. Now what I mean by that, just doing random things that give Skyblock XP, like buying pets, getting collections, and even socializing. Yeah, not doing that one. But after doing all of that and grinding for hours, I finally got level 12 and unlocked the Where am I? Hello? What is this place? Oh. Ah! Ow.
Welcome to the underground.
What? Ah, never mind. Welcome to the Rift. What's that? Well, the Rift is a darker version of the hub and has so many things to do. And it also has a money making method I'm looking for. And in my opinion, the Rift is the coolest, entertaining, and weirdest thing in Skyblock. Now to fully enhance my money making method, I'm going to need to complete the Rift. In the Rift, there are 7 main locations that I am going to need to complete. And the first one is the Wild Woods. Now, there are 3 main tasks here we gotta complete. Number 1, talk to Sirius and hear what he has to say. Hello, boy Sirius. Ability elixir, okay. Yeah, give me the mouse. Okay, Alaba. Ooh. Okay, so if my memory serves me right, should be this room. Yeah, nice. And now we give that to hello, Sirius. Now we have 100k coins. Number 2, talk to the Tree Brothers. And let's talk to the Tree Brothers since I think they give us a sword which will be useful. Thank you. Oh right, that's perfect. And number 3, get the Wild Armor set. Also one of the Grand Experience bottles. Wait. That isn't in the script. Yeah, I ran out of money to get Grand Experience bottles. And since I haven't unlocked the part of the Rift to make money, what can I do? It looks like I ran out of options. Wait. Oh, it's that cloud music! Welcome to the carnival. In the carnival, there are items that can sell up to 5 million coins in the auction house. But to buy them, I need tokens. And to get tokens, I need to play minigames. In the carnival, there are 3 minigames to play. Fishing, digging, and aim practice. And after playing all these games, I got enough tokens to buy 1 item. And sold it for 5 million coins. Which bought me stacks of Grand Experience bottles. And now I can go back into the Rift without worrying about Rift entry fees. Now, I did do some other stuff. Such as getting lavas. But after that, I went into the Black Lagoon. And there wasn't really anything special there, but there was 2 main things that made it worth your while. A time charm, they unlocked the next area, and the first boss of the Rift, Leech Supreme. Which is really easy to kill, so, well, anyways, at least now you can craft the first time charm, and unlock another area of the Rift. Which is also the one that has our money making method. Also, 2 time charms. And the first time charm is in the Mirrorverse. And the Mirrorverse is so cool. Like, look at this, it's so cool. But to get to the end, there are 7 puzzles to complete. And since I don't know how to make explaining puzzles entertaining, I'm gonna try to explain all of them in under 30 seconds. Which is not gonna be easy for me since I have a speech impediment. But timer starting now. 1. Mirror. You have to flip all the levels on the wall. 2. Lava maze. Navigate the path that's on the mirror. 3. Crafting. Kill mobs and craft an axe with mirrored items. 4. Parkour. Go to each platform that appeared on the mirror on the ceiling. 5. Lives. Click outside the mirror to move on that side only. 6. Dance string. Dance on each block and follow the commands. 7. Use the pointer to see where each block use the pointer to see where each block you're supposed to go onto. And the rewards room. The rewards room has 4 items to make. The first one is actually a reward with 60,000 mounts, which helps so much. The second one is a time charm, and the third one is a mirror chestplate, and the fourth and last one is interesting, to say the least. It's a reflection book, and that would have been my money making method. I would have made 40 million coins an hour, but there was one major issue. It cost 5,000 motes each. Now you might be asking, that's nothing. And you would be right if you didn't have to spend 5,000 motes every time, which adds up. And to get the coins to Hyperion, it would take millions of motes to buy all the reflection books. And I didn't take this into account when I was testing this money making method. So the money making method could be as low as 15 million coins. But maybe if I continued to do the rift and unlock the Stergo Chateau, maybe, just maybe, I can make enough motes to buy all the reflection books. So I finished the mirrors in Sorrow and went onto the Dread Farm. The Dread Farm was easy to finish. It was one of the more repetitive parts of the rift, but after farming the items I needed, I got the Dread Farm's time charm and unlocked the village. There is so much to do here, but since I'm speedrunning this place, all I'm going to do here is talk to citizens and convince them they should vote for Mayor Barry, which is the only candidate to the rift. Yeah, don't ask me why. Anyways, after I convinced everyone, I needed to get some scribe cruxes and get the Barry special pencil to craft the villager's time charm and unlock the living cave. Now the first thing I did after unlocking the living cave was kill mobs around the area to craft a pickaxe to mine ores. And after I mined ores with the materials I got, I crafted spawn eggs. Now these spawn eggs will spawn in mobs which, depending which mob you have spawned in, will give you juice to one of your specific armor piece, which when you have 100% juice on all armor pieces, it gives you immunity to go deeper into the cave. But as soon as I got 100% juice on all my armor and went down into the deeper part of the cave, I realized something. There was a greater money making method I could have done hours ago at the Dread Farm. Now, I did look at it before, but I didn't do the math to see if it was good. But after doing the test, I made around 45 million coins an hour, which is so much more than I needed. Now, I did waste a lot of time not doing that money making method, so I need to waste no more time and start to grind this method. Now, the money making method is making Jinx voodoo dolls. Now, since I took so much time making this video, as the time making the script, they're on 17 million coins each, which is 30 million coins an hour, since you need a voodoo doll just to craft it. But it will probably go way higher by the time you're watching, and that's still so much coins for an early game player. Now, after I grinded voodoo dolls for a bit, I got 15 million coins. And you would think 50 million coins would skip so much of the early game, and let me get Catacombs 24 quickly, and unlock Hyperion. What? No, why would that be? You need the combat levels, floor completions, and the Catacombs levels. So, there are only 2 options I could do. The first one is grind combat levels so I can buy the gear to do Catacombs, which would take hours to do and waste even more time that I wasted back at the Dread Farm. Or I could get carried. Now, I don't really know which one's better to do, so I'm going to do both. I'm going to get carried in a few ones so I can get combat XP and Catacombs levels. But before I get carried, I really need to get some base level gear, and to do that, I need to go to the end. The armor I'm looking for is strong dragon armor, but since that only requires combat 16 and I'm already combat 15, all I need to do is kill endermen. And after I did that, I ran into the catacombs. Now, since I didn't want to get carried straight away, I wanted to try my best and do floor 1 to floor 3 without getting carried. And it was way harder than I thought. Floor 1 was easier, but in floor 2 was a different story. In floor 2, I was barely surviving, and it was because of my gear. Now, if this wasn't a dungeon, I would be fine. But since the armor I'm wearing is non-dungeonized, it's complete doo-doo. And if I wanted to actually go on to later floors, I would need to get some dungeonized armor. But since I didn't want to waste any money on a 5-star strong dragon armor, I had 2 options. Get a combat 20 and get superior armor to dungeonize it, so it would actually be worth it. Or you could subscribe. Alright, before you skip, this is actually really important. Subscribe and help this video out in the algorithm, and it will also let me know to make more of these high quality videos, more frequent and better. So please, it's only one click. Please subscribe. Anyways, back to the armor. Or I could get Shadow Assassin armor. This would be perfect since it fits my budget and it's a really good armor piece in general. But what about the weapon? Since I'm playing Berserker class, I would need to go for a combat weapon. I would either have to go for Aspect of the Dragons or a Shadow Fury. Now, normally I would go for the Shadow Fury since it's way better than the Aspect of the Dragons. But it's 50 million coins, which would be a waste of decent amount of time, and since the Aspect of the Dragons can be upgraded with a equipment piece, the Shadow Fury would only be a bit better, and I would save coins. Now, since I need combat 18 and on 4-5 completion, I would still need to do the catacombs until 4-5. And after I did a few 4-2 ones, I was able to do 4-3. And I cannot survive even 2 hits there. And remember, I still have non-dungeonized dragon armor at this point. So, I would have to get carried. So, I got carried until 4-5. And after I got my completion, I got the Aspect of the Dragons and the Shadow Assassin armor, and did the rest of the catacombs with ease. It's what I would have said if Party Finder didn't exist. Party Finder is the worst thing in the world. Before this, I didn't really get the head of Party Finder, and I thought it was actually pretty good. But as soon as I went into those floors, it was terrible. Now, floor 5 wasn't too bad. Sure, we would get to fail one now and then, but it was manageable. But floor 6 made me want to screw my eyeballs out of my skull. And wanna know why? It's because of the boss phase. See, in floor 5, the boss didn't do that much damage, so all we needed was Berserkers and Archers. But in floor 6, you need a tank. And no one plays tank since you need Berserker gear and tank gear to be a good tank, which costs more money, so no one ever plays tank in these early levels. And it's boring in the beginning, why would anyone pick it? Good thinking, admins, which means there are no tanks. And even if there was a tank, they would normally be so bad, they die immediately during the boss. But let's just ignore tanks for a bit. Let's just say there was an actual tank in the party. People don't know how to play dungeons! People don't blood rush, do secrets, and even clear! Now, again, let's just say in a perfect world we had an actual good tank and a really good party. Now it's looking good. No! No! Why would anything be good? Straight after we complete the boss, everyone leaves! It's called a party for a reason. You don't just go out to the party in real life and just leave after 3 minutes. You know what? I need a break. 4-6 was too hard, man. Okay. Well, after going to Paris, I did a bit of 4-6 and got Catacombs level 22. But I got so tired of it. And I did a couple of 4-5s just to make me a bit at ease. But then I figured out something. Since now I'm a higher Catacombs level than I was before, I can get into better parties and get more Cat XP now than I was in 4-6. So I did 4-5 instead. And sure, we will get the S1 and people leaving parties. But I don't think I got a single failed one. And after doing 4-5 for around 2 hours, I got Catacombs level 24. I had a decently fast trade as well. And now I unlocked 4-7. Now, after 4-6, there's no chance in hell I'm gonna do 4-7 legit. So, I'm gonna get carried and get the 4-7 completion. And after getting carried, I got it. But now, let's see if I completed a chance from nothing to a fully squad Hyperion for under 48 hours. So, it took me 3 hours and 15 minutes to unlock the rift, and then it took me 6 hours to complete the rift, and then it took me 15 hours to get Catacombs level 24, and the F7 completion, which all of them combined is 24 hours and 15 minutes. Now, that actually isn't too bad. Now it's time for the grand reveal. At the time of recording this, the Drink Voodoo Doors money making method is making 23.2 million coins an hour, which isn't good. And the price of the Hyperion isn't any better. It's 1.8 billion coins, which at the start of the challenge, Drink Voodoo Doors made 45 million coins an hour, and Hyperions were only 1.7 billion coins. So, after doing all of that, did I get a Hyperion in under 48 hours? The Hyperion is the best weapon in Skyblock. Brand new profile in only 48 hours. I have no clue. And unlocked the also has some money making method I'm looking for. It'll take millions of motes to buy all the Refraction books, get a combat 20 and get superior armor to dungeonize it. And it's boring in the beginning, why would anyone pick it? So, I did 4 or 5 instead. So, after doing all of that, did I get a Hyperion in under 48 hours? Well, I did! Not. The grinding alone just for the Hyperion was 52 hours. So it would take me 76 hours and 15 minutes to get a Hyperion. Now, challenge aside, that is actually a really good time. Considering for the basic player, it takes hundreds of hours, or even 1,000 hours for people to get a Hyperion. So, at the end, I wasn't able to complete the challenge. But maybe at the very end, maybe it wasn't about the grind or the money. What if it was about the friends made along the way? Nah! Hey, before you leave, if you want to see some more money making methods in the Rift and how I got 1 billion coins there on my main profile, watch that video. And it's one of my best videos I've ever made, so please give it a watch. But until next time, I'll see you soon.